Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make my little marble run game. I hope that you enjoy building it as much as you will enjoy playing with it. To start, we'll take this piece and one of our track pieces. This is a track piece that has two separate heights, and the side that's lower has two small holes. Every time that you see a hole, it will indicate that a piece is going to be going on the inside edge of one of these track pieces. So in this case, we'll be taking one of our track pieces with its two holes and put it directly into this panel. And we'll be doing that for the remaining 5 holes and leave this upper left hole open for the moment. Alright, for our last hole, we'll take this piece with its little crown and we'll stick it also here. The crown in this case, these extensions will be facing towards the back side or towards us. And then we'll take our other panel piece and put it right here. Well, I like to snap in 2 at a time. Once you get the first set in, it goes a little bit easier. Okay, that's our first piece. Set that aside for now, and we'll grab this piece. Also has 2 holes. In this case, we'll use our last 2 connectors and also take the one with the side with the 2 holes and snap it in there. Okay. We'll take our other piece and snap it on. Now we'll take this connector. You'll see that one side has a flat and the other side has an angled edge. We'll take the side that is angled and put it on the same side as the 2 holes. Okay. Now we'll take our big piece and our trigger. Or our switch. This will be what we use to actually throw the marbles around. We'll grab one of our small connectors here and place it directly in the inside edge of our switch. Now you see how the switch rotates very freely. If it doesn't rotate freely, one thing that you can do is you can pinch very firmly between the connector and then just wiggle the connector around. If you have any printing defects, sometimes that can make it really stick a little bit, and we need these to move basically under their own weight. And so, as you can see, mine moves quite freely. Now we'll take our base piece, have one side that has 3 holes in it, and we'll just snap this right into the center hole. Okay, and we'll take our large connector piece here, and we will add our last components. There are 2 small pieces that look very similar to each other, but one has a hole and one doesn't. So we'll take the side that has a hole and we'll slip that right on the inside edge where this hole is. Stick it right there. And we'll take our other one without the hole and it'll go right on the other side. There's a small slot on the crown piece that will receive it. Okay, and now once that's done, we'll just slip this on our same spot right over our switch, just like that. And we'll take this piece, and the side that has the 2 holes will go with the side that has the 2 holes will be facing inward, and that goes right here. Okay. And we'll take our 2 wide pieces. One piece has 2 of these small walls right here. The other one just has 1. We'll face them inward we'll face them in towards each other. The one that has the 2 walls will be on the left, and the one that has the single wall will be on the right. And we'll just snap that into these remaining 2 holes right there. Just like that. Okay, and now we'll start with our first track piece. So I like to start with the inner tracks. It just seems to go a little bit smoother. So we'll snap this first one on the top. We'll take the same at the bottom. If for some reason your snap comes in down below, doesn't quite home itself properly, like this, you can always just snap it upright and then correct it. If this component is not snapped fully, your marble will not roll correctly. Sometimes it'll fall off, sometimes it'll get stuck. So you want to make sure that that is always fully seated. Also, if this is a very thin rail, so you always want to make sure that when you are connecting a piece, that you're pushing in from the back of the snap and not tugging it into place. So from here, we'll go one layer down and on the back side and snap that in. Okay, that's our first one. We'll take our outer piece and do the same thing. Go there, here, and there. Nice and seated. And if I look from the edge, you can see that they're not at the same height, and that is because of that banking I was telling you about earlier. Now we'll take our next track piece. This one's a little bit trickier. We're going to slip it underneath the first one so that it is between the two, and we'll snap it like we did from the top layer in front of the rail that we finished last time. Snap this in, then snap this in the last one, the next row down. There we go. And we'll do the same with the top rail. Slip it underneath. Pop it in. Pop it in. And then we'll finish it off right here. Okay, and those are our two primary loops. Now we will take these loops. This is our, this is what will launch the ball and put it at the top of our track here. This is the back side, and then this is the front side. So we'll take one of our two larger connectors. We'll slip it in, and the front side goes on the front part of the clip. So. Takes a little finagling sometimes. Snap, snap. Very good. We'll take our next one. Do snap. And snap. There we go. Okay. And now we'll attach our last piece. Our back piece. Snap that in. Snap that in. Okay. Make sure that those are nice and seated. Let's see if we can get this one in there without having to remove the first one. Snap. And I'm going to have to undo this one. Just slip this up in, snap it in place, and then snap this one in place. There we go. Make sure all those connectors are nice and seated. And we'll move on to our next piece. We have 3 of these little T-shaped pieces here. 2 of them have 2 holes, and 1 has 1 hole. So we're going to ignore the one with the 1 hole right now. Take the 2 with 2 holes. The 2 holes will go on the inner track, and we'll just snap this right on here. So you can see there's the 2 holes. It goes on the inner track. And this one goes on there as well. 2 holes, inner track. And then we'll attach the outer track. Make sure everything is nice and seated. We'll take this little connector piece with the 2 holes going on the inner track. There we go. We can now attach this piece. So the one with 2 connectors will go on the left tower, and then the 2 with 4 will just slip directly onto those 2 connectors. They should be firmly seated. All right. Now we'll take our one that has a single hole, and that goes on this one. So the side that has the hole right there goes on the inner track. Like so. And then we're going to slip this through that little angled connector. We can pop this directly down on the outermost supports, like so. And then we can finagle these in place. The top one might be a little tricky, the one that's angled down. So snap it in and then rotate it into place, like so. And then this one just pops in from the side and snap. There we go. It's coming together. Okay. Now this one, we will start with the 4 connectors that are inside. So you can see there are 2 pairs, 1 pair right here and 1 pair right there. And they correspond with those 4 connectors right here. So we'll just push them down. They should pretty much line up already. You might need a little bit of help though. You can snap in 1 there, 1 there, 1 here, and 1 right there. Okay, just make sure that those are all snug. And now the top ones, they're gonna go in the slot here, and slot right there, here, and here. So we can start with the inner ones. In this case, 1 goes there. This one goes right there. Here. And here. Now I felt in the process of connecting that one of these popped free, so I'm gonna snap that back in. And looks good. Okay. Now I'm going to attach this switch to this little foot. It's what kicks the marble up, and I will attach this to there. Now we're going to slip this inside. It's going to be on the inner track. I will just snap this on here to the end. It should be very easy to snap on and snap. So right there. And then this little hinge goes into that one opening right there. Just grab it and slip it in. There we go. And when we kick it, it should go up. If it does not fall down or falls down very slowly, you're going to want to press each one of those joints and wiggle it around to make sure that it works well. All right, and our last one is this little ball feeder. So we'll slip this in and pinch it in. There's small little connectors right here. Now that's in place. All right, so now it's all assembled. Let's drop a marble on it and see what happens. Uh-oh, maybe there's a connector that's loose. Let's see. Ah, I pulled it free. There we go. If you kick too hard, then the marble will get thrown out from here. But if you're delicate, it'll work just fine. I'll now show you how to assemble these little marbles. So you'll notice that each marble is hollow on the inside and that there's a small clip. And then what we'll do is we'll place the clip down. We'll align that hole on the marble. And just push down hard. And we'll push down hard. And it should clip in. There we go. And we'll take the other one. Align the marble halves and push. And that should be it. Now the marbles will not slide past each other. They should be nice and round. And there they go. So I would encourage you to print at least 1 or 2 extra centerpieces because those can fail when they print. But other than that, these marbles should work really well for you. If you have a large amount of elephant foot compensation, you'll get a more obvious seam. And if you drop that, you should get less obvious seam, but you don't obviously want an edge. So I have a little bit of a seam. I put a chamfer on the part itself. So you shouldn't need to use elephant foot compensation, but again, if you have a seam, it's gonna mess with the rolling. These are 1/2 inch marbles, so you can use anything that is 1/2 inch, though the heavier the marble, the less likely it will work with my design.